I would ask the few remaining independents who have not decided whom they will vote for regarding the U.S. Senate race between State Senator Joni Ernst and Congressman Bruce Braley to give me 2 minutes of your time. I'm Dave Carlyle. I'm a family physician and hospice medical director from Ames. I grew up in Denison. This is where, during my summers home from college, I learned the value of hard work by sweating 10 hours a day at a slaughterhouse named Iowa Beef Packers. After medical school at the University of Iowa and family medicine residency in Waterloo, I practiced 9.5 years in Kossuth County. I have now practiced 21 years in Ames. My family has been serving Iowans for 160 years. My 2 daughters, who are also physicians, also care for Iowans. I am a passionate Iowan. I have worked to promote health care coverage in Iowa for 25 years. Why? Because health care coverage saves lives, reduces suffering, and provides peace of mind. My work regarding health care coverage for children led a Republican state senator to call me the godfather of Hawkeye. Iowa, most of the time, is a flyover state with a lot of national interest or attention. Recently, within a few hours of departure, a major airline switched flight assignments to a smaller plane for my wife's and mine's flight from Charlotte to Des Moines, symbolically and actually telling us and 11 other passengers that we should be flying over Iowa instead of flying to Iowa. Usually, this stumping of Iowa is fine by me. It allows us Iowans to control our destiny regarding quality of life and care for each other. This Senate race has brought in millions of outside of the state dollars as well as out-of-state consultants. This money and these consultants seek to tell us Iowans how to vote and why to vote for certain candidates. These outside consultants have created statements like, Obamacare is a disaster, Obamacare cost billions of dollars, or Obamacare forced cancellations of insurance policy and led to increased insurance premiums. Repeal of the Affordable Care Act has been promised many times. You undoubtedly know a family member, a friend, or associate who has received health care coverage under the Affordable Care Act, either via improved private insured options, as a young adult via their parents' insurance company, or Medicaid expansion. Repeal would force these individuals into the ranks of the uninsured. Who else in Iowa would suffer? Or in a different way to ask the question, how has Iowa been helped by the Affordable Care Act? 108,000 of our family members, friends, and fellow Iowans now have Medicaid. 96,000 hardworking Iowans and Nebraskans have health insurance with a new insurance company made possible by the Affordable Care Act, Co-Opportunity Health. No one who had individual health insurance with Wellmark Blue Cross Blue Shield had their individual health insurance canceled. Their rate increase this year was 0%. Announced rate increases for next year are similarly low. Similarly, small businesses insuring with Wellmark will see rate increases of less than 5% next year. Thousands of young adults have health insurance with their parents' plans. Medicare recipients have seen their donut hole shrink. 2 Medicare Accountable Care Organizations, ACOs, in Iowa improved quality of care to Medicare recipients while saving money for Medicare. One of these ACOs will return significant savings to the local family medicine practices in Winterset, Cherokee, and Lamars, which thereby helps these communities. In Iowa, repealing the Affordable Care Act would place thousands of lives at risk by taking away their health care coverage, would raise insurance rates, would diminish our local health providers, and would cost our parents who are on Medicare higher drug costs while providing them with less quality care at a higher cost to all of us. Any candidate who supports repealing the Affordable Care Act has been listening to too many out-of-state consultants and not doing his or her homework regarding its true effect in Iowa. I guarantee you that after the election, those who donate the outside-of-state money and those out-of-state consultants will be flying over Iowa once again, literally and figuratively. Good riddance. Finally, this is an 1855 map of Iowa, which is the year my great-great-grandfather came to the banks of the Mississippi. This map, which has served Iowans well for just shy of 160 years, has a flaw in that the town of Algona, where I practice in Kossuth County, is misspelled Angola. Similarly, I believe the Affordable Care Act has minor flaws that should be corrected. Nevertheless, like the 1855 map, I believe the Affordable Care Act should and will serve Iowans well for a long time in the future. I support Congressman Braley in his bid to be senator because I believe in his vision of Iowans caring for each other.